All right, here we go. We got ourselves another fresh series coming at you, spawning down on the bottom right for Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the red, and his opponent spawning up at the top left, the final boss. It is Dark. Currently teamless, but murmurs are that he has already found a team. He's going to be going for an Extractor Trick 15 hatch, which is a pretty great way to guarantee getting the hatchery up. There are one or two, I think, what maps? I think on Solaris because of the acceleration zones. And that might actually be it. Maybe also hard lead. If you send a probe instantly, you can block the Extractor Trick hatch first, but not every map. Definitely not every map. Now, I've said this many, many times. The advantage of the Extractor Trick 15 hatch they are multifold. One, oh, MaxPax is going to take a little bit of chip damage. So that's a really funny scenario right there. Just to sidetrack my own point a little bit. Doesn't actually matter if you block that gas for a couple of seconds, because you're not looking to mine from it immediately as the Zerg. You're actually not going to mine from it until this drone traditionally. We'll see if he rallies to it. Okay, yeah, he does. But you can see that it was still done in time. So taking that extra bit of hull damage on the probe is... well, it does belie a bit of... it's just unnecessary. It didn't achieve anything. Now, we are going to see from the Extractor Trick hatch first. 10-second faster queens. No hatch block. More creep earlier. This is just, like I said, a lot of benefits. Dark just going to mine with a single drone on gas. And you never know exactly how many drones they're mining with. Ooh, Ling will be able to get into the main base and will get a scout. Now, did he use both Lings? No, just one. Okay, that's actually pretty nice for Dark that he's only has to sack one of those Lings. Where's the other one? Oh. Okay. I lost track of it completely, and it did die. That's very funny. Where is the wounded probe? I'm just curious. Oh, it's in the gas. Okay. I, looked, and it wasn't there. I didn't see the HP missing. Now, the good thing about what MaxPax is doing is that it doesn't really matter that it's been scouted too much. It's not the biggest of deals. Because he's going to be able to pick off this Overlord anyways. Ooh, my goodness. Adept in the main base just picked off 2 drones. I did not expect him to shade forward. And getting 2 drones early on. That is pretty significant damage. Obviously, losing the Adept undercuts the Magnificence, but it's still pretty good. Oh, Oracle will get shooed away. Dark is one of those players who doesn't have perfect defense against Oracles. It is more that he is just a really strong competitor, generally speaking. We are going to see the Oracle getting deflected from the natural. Oracle in the main base also going to get deflected. There is a Spore and a Queen at each base. Behind all this, we do see a Roach Warren and an Evo Chamber coming down simultaneously. MaxPax not going to be going for anything super spicy, just a Forge and a Twilight Council. We're not going to see some kind of very quick resonating glaives 4-gate follow-up or anything crazy like that. It's just going to be Blink. Oh, but this time he is going to find an opening at the third base, gets 3 drones. And just flops into the main base, grabs 2 more. Very nice maneuvering with the oracles here. Ooh, and he's going to get in behind this mineral line. Won't be targeting down drones right away. He could have. He still could even now. And there we go. Will switch to drone target fire. Actually was able to kill almost all the lings. But he's going to switch to drones additionally. Oh my goodness. Gets, oh my god, 9 drones in total. 11 in the game so far, including those first 2 that went down. Dark is rebuilding. And it's not like that was free for MaxPax. He did sack the Adepts. Damn. Oh, MaxPax. You should be able to get the denial on this. The queens are not close enough, and that will be a denial plus the kill on the drone. MaxPax, he's got to be very happy with how this has started off so far. Ooh, Hydroden. There's that dark magic. Yeah, I know what I said. That mixing things up that Dark just loves to do. Mix it up. And a very quick infestation pit. Wouldn't be surprised if we see fast lurkers. In fact, I would go so far as to say I would be surprised if we don't see rather quick lurkers here. But it is going to be 5 Hydras to start things up. No lurker den right away. We do see a second robotics facility and a robotics bay coming on in once again from Maximus Paximus. Blink not quite done, but it will be done very shortly. Same with that +1 weapons. Or a couple of stasis wards. A little bit close to one another, but they're far enough away that he can still guard multiple of them. Ooh, Dark trying to go for the 1 stasis ward in the back. Not able to get it, but he gets the front side one. Charge immediately fired up by MaxPax. Good job on top of that. Hydra's being added on here just for their DPS. So Dark is respecting this attack with the Blink Stalkers quite a bit. Oh, another stasis ward does get triggered by just a 1 or 2 lings right there. Last one gets a few lings. Dark maybe not expecting that final stasis ward. Now there's nothing really to tank for the Hydras. Only a couple of low health roaches. Stalkers, ooh. More of them do show up from the side. This is actually starting to get kind of dicey here for Dark. But the positioning of MaxPax, he can't easily kite back. Especially with his reinforcements kind of coming through an awkward angle. Looks like it's going to be Disruptors coming out of MaxPax. Okay. And now Zealots, they don't have their charge just yet. But it is getting rather close. Feels like that skirmish went on for a while. So it's interesting the charge isn't done. Weird how my perception of time messes around sometimes during a game of StarCraft. Ooh, Oracle number 1 finally getting picked off here. It is basically mass Hydra Ling, and it will be Viper support, so it's not going to be lurkers at all. And against what MaxPax is doing, the Vipers plus the Ling Hydra going to be very good against Stalker Disruptor if you can get those abducts, those money abducts that you're looking for on the Disruptors. There'll only be 4 Disruptors for now, and we've got a Templar Archives coming on in. Has MaxPax scouted the Hive yet? I don't believe so. I think that's a scout on the layer. Yeah. You can see from where the hooks are out of the ground, or the talons. Ooh, this is a very awkward position for MaxPax, but a really nice stasis ward saves his bacon. Going to allow him to retreat on out of here, and a good Disruptor shot. Oh, good spreads from Dark. Wow, that felt like it should have done so much more damage to Dark, but he split like a madman there. Managed to only lose a few of the Hydras to like all 4 shots. Meanwhile, Zealot run-by is trying to get in, not able to find some big damage. Where are those Vipers? They are all charged up with energy. Oh, Stasis Ward found a bunch more units on the right side. But of course, it will expire. We do see Lings and Hydras trying to get in here. This is going to be almost pure Roach on the defense. Ooh, Disruptor shot grinds a couple of them. Big Blink forward coming in from MaxPax. And he recognizes that Dark was not in position, but his army is very committed on creep. He might want to try and get out of here. Disruptor shot is big on the left side. Vipers will get blinked on. 1, 2 of them going to go down, but massive blinding cloud's going to make this very awkward for MaxPax, and he will lose all the disruptors as well as a lot of these stalkers. Very nice jump right there from Dark. And that is what I was talking about, the big commitment from MaxPax. He was very far forward with a lot of that army. Oh, and these stalkers, a couple of them taking a bad route through, will lose, well, 3 of them for free. Very disjointed little setup. This disruptor needs to be big for MaxPax, but it is not going to be anything. He's on mostly Blink Stalkers right now against a lot of Roach Hydra, but Zealot run by on the top side is going to force the army to come back home. And MaxPax will grab 4 drones, but it's more important that he brought or forced his opponent's army to retreat and to reconsolidate. We are back up to 4 Vipers now. Oh, Dark going to lose a couple of Overlords for free here. But this army could get surrounded very big time. Disruptor will prevent that. That was a potentially game-winning concave if MaxPax didn't have those disruptors ready to go. Oh, big blink forward. We'll find a couple of Hydras that are isolated from the rest of the pack. Dark really wants to get us around on this army, but MaxPax is not really letting him. Not easily. And these disruptors really just acting as zoning tools at the moment, more so than the actual weapons. Oh, abduct on a stalker. Not really what you want here. Dark, good splits against the disruptors. This is an attempt to go after the Vipers once again. Oh, a massive disruptor shot. Center mass. You can only play with fire for so long before you get burned. And that was a big scorching ray. Dark doing such a good job avoiding for so long. But MaxPax really tenacious in his aggression. Oh, and he snipes down a Viper. Not going to be able to get the abduct. Oh, another massive disruptor shot. And MaxPax, I think he's got this. The dot comes in. And Dark a little bit frustrated there. It's clear. Ooh, disruptor shots. Gonna try and connect on the lurkers. Blind firing. He's got the observer behind his big blink forward. Not able to get the lurkers. He is able to get out without taking too much damage from those lurker spines. And MaxPax is maxed out, building a bank. Dark showing some uncommon frustration. More disruptor shots going to connect on the lurkers. Hydras have a decent concave, but they are going to get blasted by those disruptors. And MaxPax in the main base, getting huge damage done, puts on an absolute clinic against the Zerg player from Korea. Fantastically done. And MaxPax goes up 1-0. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning up in the top left with the GLHF. Let's see if he gets ones back. It is Storm Gaming's MaxPax. In the red. And his opponent. Very clearly a little bit frustrated about that previous game. It is Dark. In the blue. And let's see if this is the situation where you won game 1, but it just made Dark mad. There's a real possibility that that is what is going to happen here, but time will tell. MaxPax will get the hatch block. I wonder if Dark is going to do something crazy. Will just be a 17 hatch. It's not going to be a drone going across the map and proxying a hatch. It's not going to be anything crazy. Dark was doing a really good job of splitting against disruptors for a long time until he didn't. And then things just came apart. It is so difficult to split, even on creep. It is so difficult to split those Hydras like that against the disruptor shots. But I gotta say, MaxPax did a really good job of not just using the disruptors for their damage. I mentioned it earlier, but he was using them to zone and to allow the stalkers to find little spots where they were fighting against small packets of Dark's army. It's just a really cool setup, I gotta say. And Dark is, well, he's just not having a good time after that game number 1, that's for sure. That is for sure. But he is the king of striking back with a vengeance in a next game scenario. It is worth noting that the previous game was played on the central server. This one will be played on west server. So the last game, probably a 20 to 30 ping advantage for MaxPax. This one will be a 20 to 30 ping advantage for Dark. Now, if I'm Dark and I'm trying to get under MaxPax's skin, I don't know. I don't know that there's a whole lot that's... like, MaxPax just plays such a pure form of StarCraft 2. And he played such a great game number 1. I don't know if there's a whole lot you can do. No clarification, Hajiminator. No clarification. We're not going to see a super fast third Nexus here. No pre-gateway, you know, 2-unit expand. Well, it will be a 2-unit expand. So it is still going to be a little bit faster than normal, but he got the second gateway before. Dark will not be able to save this Overlord. It will, in fact, go down. Only needs 2 more shots to kill, and Overlords, well, despite being filled with gas, they're not that quick. Hey there, Blimpy boy. Wild and free. The other thing about the gateway finishing up now is that obviously you've got warp gate finishing, so you can warp in a couple of depths trying to get aggressive. Not even aggressive, just a little bit harassy. Oracle into the natural, looking for an opening. Not going to be able to find anything. Oracle number 2. Can you grab a drone? Well, looks like he did. Cheeky, cheeky. Ooh, Dark getting supply blocked at 58. And that is a bad block. He's sitting on 12 larvae right now. Ugh. That is a super painful block. Means he's got to pop down 11 drones at once. It's not the worst it could be. Because, of course, he had all that larva ready to go. But, yeah, it's not a comfy block either. All right, there it is. It's going to be a Baneling Nest and 2 additional gases coming in from Dark. A couple of drones do get picked off here. We got a bunch of creep getting cleared up as well. MaxPax. Ooh, is he going to shade forward? Yes, he will. Not enough lings here to deal with this. In fact, way too few lings. And that is going to potentially be a bunch of dead drones. A lot of them low on HP, but they're not all going to go down. We do see lings. Well, they will be able to get in on top of these adepts now. Oh, click down that final drone. He does get it. 10 drones falling. Looks like the Oracle's on the left side, or Oracle on the left. Single Oracle on the left tried to get in there. Double Oracle in the main base. Has a ton of energy, but not going to be able to find anything. We have a lot of lings being produced. Dark is going to heavily commit to a counterattack right now. He's going to try and get a ton of damage done. There's no blink just yet, but at the same time, I mean, can you really do anything as Dark? He needs to. He needs to get a ton done. I think we're going to see a big Bane Morph on the right side and try and blast through this mineral line. Yeah, there it is. Bunch of Banelings going to try and come on through. I do like the splitting up into 2 different groups. MaxPax hasn't yet recognized what is going on. Oh, let's see how quickly he responds. Baneling's going to come in from both sides. That will corner these probes, but the probes are going to pull quite quickly. Oh, just in time. And he's going to save almost all the probes from this base. Excellent defense from MaxPax. Dark, he'll get a little bit of damage, but it is superficial, and he is looking honestly super dead right now. Magnificent defense. The probe pull was so fast from MaxPax. Dark really set a huge trap on that base. But MaxPax got out before the left side Banelings were able to close the distance. Perfectly done from the Danish Crown Prince. And behind this, he was already teching into double Robo Colossus. Dark's economy, he just now started to get it back into a decent position. He's still down over 10 workers. And MaxPax, if he just goes with a couple of Colossus, extended thermal lance and +2, I don't see how Dark is ever going to hold this. He's got a very quick hive. Obviously, Viper's going to be very good, but he just won't have that many units. And never mind the follow-through attack. This attack right here might just end the game. There are 53 lanes. Ooh, Stasis Ward is going to come on in. We do see the Oracles. They did spend a lot of their energy. So this will mean that Dark, yeah, he's going to be able to survive this point. But MaxPax forces out a lot more units. It is still just pure Ling Bane. No Roach Warren. Is Dark just going to go straight to Ultras? Is that his hope? Lane's going to try and morph into Banes, I think, on the top side. I'm going to find... Will I find anything? We'll see. Cute move from MaxPax there, blinking to protect the rocks, and he will find this Bane morph. And it will get denied. Vipers are going to start on up, but, I mean, pure Lings against Colossus, even with Abducts. And there's not even Bane speed. Dark is just... He's trying his darndest. He'll find a couple of probes on the transfer. But the Colossus right now are really a problem. They're a huge, huge problem to deal with. Do we have the third? Okay, we got the third Colossus. No War Prism yet. It will be popping out very shortly. Dark is going to get supply blocked here. He's got 2 Vipers charging energy. Still no Bane speed being produced. Adrenal Glands +2 melee are going to complete. Oh, we're even going to see a few of these Overlords getting taken down. Dark was already supply blocked. He's got 8 more Ovies on the way. MaxPax he's barely lost anything. The worst thing that could happen is, well, I mean, the Abducts. They're going to be dangerous. This army is pretty much just Stalkers without the Abducts. Big Stasis Wards right there. First Colossus did go down, but the snipes on the Vipers were fantastic. Massive Stasis Wards, and Dark is going to get absolutely crushed here despite everything. MaxPax, he is just going to warp in some Zealots now. +2 weapons is about to complete. We do have one... No, actually, both Vipers were taken down. There's no Viper rebuild. So the 2 more Colossus that cross the field, once they join up, I mean, Dark is just... He is just pretty much hopeless in this game. He's doing everything he can to try and wiggle his way out of it. Ling counterattacks, as he loves to do. He's going to try and force a base trade, but MaxPax can just defend. Especially with 2 more Colossus popping out at about the perfect moment. Nice wall at the natural as well. Ooh, now the defenses do get torn down at the third. But this is, remember, pretty much... This is most of Dark's army. He just lost about half his Lings. And MaxPax, while he loses 12 probes, yes, he is more than fine right now. And adding on Archons, that is going to make this even more impossible for the Zerg. Dark once again going to try and crack this game wide open. Ooh, there's no unit in the wall this time. Okay, there's the Zealot Warpin. Is there any static defenses on this base? Not at the moment. But there it is. GG is going to get called. MaxPax gets it done and takes down Dark 2-0. And he never let Dark do anything that Dark wanted to. Anything Dark did got effectively shut down. Very well done from the Danish Crown Prince, and that is a statement game if ever there was one. If you enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of my videos, and we will catch you on the flip side.